Hi there, my name is Jitesh Parmar and I selected focus as the quality of character for my presentation. Over the last couple of years, I endured a couple of obstacles and challenges in my life, and focus is what helped me overcome those. So I wish for my students and athletes to use focus when they are experiencing such challenges to overcome them as well. So let's dig right in. What we're going to talk about in this presentation is what is focus. I'm going to give you a definition and the Merriam-Webster definition as well. Go over a couple of examples of what focus looks like in athletics and outside of athletics. Focus at different levels. How is it relevant to athletics? And a couple of quotes and sayings that people have said about what focus is in their life. What is focus? My definition: it's the ability to concentrate by blanking out things that do not matter in the current moment or to complete the task at hand, such as right now. I am focused on delivering this presentation to you and not worried about what I have to do later on in the day, tomorrow, in the evening, next week. According to Merriam-Webster, focus as a noun is a center of activity, attraction, or attention, a point of concentration, directed attention. Focus as a verb is to cause to be concentrated, such as I am focused right now to deliver this presentation to you. A couple of examples of what focus looks like. You need to be able to balance athletics and academics. You got to focus on both at the same time. Prioritization helps you overcome that. You can see the person with the gears clicking in the head. That's what focus is. Everything is connecting. Everything is working on the same page in order to accomplish the task at hand. Cal Newport's Deep Work book talks about how to focus, what people have done in their life in order to focus. To some extreme, people have done things differently than others, but to each their own, which we'll dig into later in the presentation. At the bottom right, you'll see a target, like an archery dartboard, center of attention. You need, in order to hit that target, you need to focus that. You need to focus there. The picture on top, sometimes people rub their mentals to get all the energy concentrated in accomplishing the task at hand. What does it look like in athletics? Some people listen to music. Some people kneel down to help them focus. Focus in this part might be a little bit controversial, but they were focusing by ignoring every single thing that was going beyond their realm except for kneeling down. They knew that this was going to cause it's going to stir up some kind of controversial situation after the fact that it happened, but they were focused on what they had to do that day, which is kneeling down during the anthem. Serena Williams has laser-like eyes, and you can see she's staring right in front, focusing on the ball, receiving the serve possibly or a return, and she's focused on hitting that ball to the best of her ability when the ball comes over. The picture to the left of Serena Williams, when there's two people, there's a personal trainer. Sometimes you need someone in your life to help you focus, and there is nothing wrong with that. You can see the lady starting in the starting line for a race. She has her eyes set on the prize, the end goal. She's focused on getting to that finish line. From the start of the gun, as soon as it goes, worried about stride by stride, she's going to get from the start line to the finish line to the best of her ability. The picture in the middle, this is really useful for teachers, coaches. It's great that students focus, but sometimes they need the ability to refocus, and getting them back to refocus is something that we need to work on. A couple of examples. Sean Brawley talks about what Roger Federer does. And he simply says he keeps his eye on Wilson, the word that is written in the middle of a tennis ball. Directed attention, concentration, focus on the word Wilson to help Roger Federer get focused for the game. On the other flip side, Michael Jordan likes to joke around. He jokes with his teammates to get things nice and loose for them rather than be uptight for a game, whether it's a championship, playoff, or the regular season. Joking around helps them focus and get their mind right. What does that look like for coaches for focus and athletes? In the video, it talks about focus and concentration for athletes in sports. Well, what does it do? It keeps you in the moment. It helps you ignore distractions, background noise. There's so many things that are going on in a game, and there's so many outside distractions that you need to be able to focus what is the task at hand, regardless of the sport that is being played. You need to be able to handle anxiety. It helps you see plays unfolding. The more focused you are, the more things you'll be able to see. You don't get tunnel vision. So it's important that they're able to focus because it helps you with athletic performance. and it helps you in the zone. It gets you in the zone mindset. That's what focus does. So how do we get there? How do we get our athletes as coaches? How do we get our athletes there? Well, Gino Romeo focused on recruiting. He says that coaches cannot focus on skills and their athletic ability, their talents. We got to focus on something else. We need to be able to look at enthusiasm, entitlement, image, basics, staying engaged. This is what a couple of athletes are focused on these days, and we need to remove some of these things. A couple of things that intertwine, and he talks about, athletes, yes, they're going to bring a lot of baggage with them, but we as coaches, we need to focus on body language, because that shows us who is going to be engaged, who can focus, who can we work with, how can we challenge them, are they going to be receptive? So as coaches, when they're recruiting, they're focused on body language. That's what helps them determine if an athlete is going to be very good for the team or not, or very successful in life as well. These days, he says that students or athletes are, focused on the image. They want a quick fix. They're worried about entitlement. They have no basics and they can't stay engaged. Focus as an athletic director. The video talks about what athletic directors have to do. They have to help their coaches set up the games. They have to worry about staff. They got to worry about injury reports, budgets, reporting to the president of the school, all the day-to-day operations at any sporting event. Any sporting event that happens in the day, during the week, the weekend, they are in charge of it, and they're in charge of so much more than they've ever had before. They need to stay engaged. They need to keep everyone afloat. They need to make sure that everyone is on par with what's going on. I need to manage so many staff in order to accomplish for that sporting event to happen. So there's a lot going on. They got to focus on a lot. Ways to focus. Some people listen to music. Cal Newport talks about isolation. Some people just go off. Concentrated effort is something that I do. I just go to a coffee shop, put on some music, and I am focused. 3 hours at a coffee shop helps me accomplish 7 days worth of work at home with kids running around the house. So yeah, isolation works. It's not for everyone. Sometimes reading a book, exercise, routine or superstition. Some people clip their nails during the games like LeBron James does. It helps them focus. Companion, having a dog to play with, or going out for a walk. Coffee, tea, gets the blood flowing. Cooking, dancing, cleaning, etc. There's so many different ways of doing it. What are the skills that come away when you're able to focus? Time management, prioritization, dedication for mastery, determination, having an amazing mindset, and discipline. Discipline is very big, and it talks about in the book, and I'll quote about that later. And one of my high school coaches always says, it's better to be lucky than good, but if you can focus on being good, luck will come around more often. So, referring back to the discipline quote that I mentioned earlier, discipline should not have a negative connotation to the athlete. Discipline is simply focused attention and effort. We go back to being focused, right? Talked about being what you can do to focus and what kind of skills come about. Well, focus helps a lot. It helps you stay disciplined. According to Bruce Bowen. Quotes and sayings. Who you are, what you feel and do, what you love is the sum of what you focus on. Cal Newport. There's another quote by him underneath, and I don't want to go over that one, but I'll go over the one that Bruce Lee says. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. A couple other ones. I'm going to read the last one to you. Age is no barrier. It's a limitation you put on your mind. So we talked about focus. It happens at any age level. There's so many different ways about accomplishing it. You could choose your own path as long as you as long as you have laser-like focus, and you direct your attention on accomplishing the task at hand. You will be very successful in life. Focus is an important part of one's success in whichever career endeavor they choose to pursue in. Focus is very necessary, and there's many ways about accomplishing that. So stay focused. Here are my references. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Stay focused.